Looking down, she found her hand clenching on the blade of the knife she'd drawn instinctively from the sheath at her ankle. She'd never have made such a mistake. He was forcing her to hurt herself, showing her she was nothing but a toy for him to play with. Instead of fighting, she squeezed harder. "If you want me to do a job for you, fine, but I won't be manipulated." His eyes flicked over the blood seeping from her fist. He didn't have to say anything. "You might be able to control me," she said in response to the silent mockery on his face. "But if that would have gotten the job done, you'd have never gone through the farce of hiring me. You need me, Elena Deveraux, not one of your little vampire flunkies." Her hand unclenched in a violent spasm as he made her release the blade. It fell to the ground with a thud, cushioned to softness by the blood that had pooled below. She didn't move, didn't attempt to stem the flow. And when Raphael walked to stand less than a foot from her, she stood her ground. "So, you think you have me over a barrel?" The sky was a seamless blue, but Elena felt storm winds whip her hair completely out of its coil. "No." She let his scent, clean, bright, of the sea, settle over the lingering coat of vampire on her tongue. "I'm ready to walk away without a backward look, return the deposit you paid the guild." "That," he said, picking up a napkin and wrapping it around her hand, "is not an option." Startled by the unexpected act, she closed her hand to help slow the bleeding. "Why not?" "I want you to do this," he responded, as if that was reason enough. And for an archangel, it was. "What's the job? Retrieval?" "Yes." Relief began to wash through her like the rain she could feel so close. But no, it was his scent, that fresh bite of water. "All I need to start with is something the vampire wore recently. If you have a general location, even better. If not, I'll get the guild's computer geniuses on tracking public transport and bank records, etc., while I hunt on the ground." Her mind was already at work, considering and discarding options. "You mistake me, Elena. It's not a vampire I want you to find." That halted her in her tracks. "You're looking for a human? Well, I can do it, but I really don't have any advantage over a good private investigator." "Try again." "Not vampire, not human. That left." "An angel?" she whispered. "No." "No," he agreed, and once again she felt the cool brush of relief. It lasted until he said, "An archangel." Elena stared at him. "You're joking." His cheekbones stood out starkly against the sun-kissed smoothness of his skin. "No, the cadre of 10 does not joke." Her stomach curdled at the reference to the cadre. If Raphael was any example of their lethal power, she never wanted to meet that august body. "Why are you tracking an archangel?" "That you do not need to know." His tone was final. "What you do need to know is that if you succeed in finding him, you'll be rewarded with more money than you can hope to spend in your lifetime." Elena glanced at the blood-stained napkin. "And if I fail?" "Don't fail, Elena." His eyes were mild, but his smile, it spoke of things better not said aloud. "You intrigue me. I'd hate to have to punish you." Her mind flashed to the image of that vampire in Times Square, that broken mess that had once been a person, Raphael's definition of punishment.